Rain or shine, it's here to make you laugh. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. And now your host, Kyle Ruff.
Yeah,
on like Friday, I had a very whatever set, and
It was
your words, not mine.
Yeah, I mean, we were all thinking it, but
it was a very whatever set, but it was killing me that I was like, oh my god, I had the day off and I woke up and for 7 fucking hours just paced around in this house, getting my shit together, memorizing all my stuff, double checking it and everything. I go up and it was fucking whatever.
well, it's because the crowd was whatever.
The
on
crowd
fucking
was
Friday. We all
really
know it. I mean,
fucking
Matt and
whatever.
I were both there, and live studio audience. Lo was there. She remembers. Yeah, it was night. You could have been fucking, I don't know, Rodney Dangerfield in his prime, just throwing shit out there, and you would have had a shitty time on fucking Friday. Like even Brent Friday, like obviously did well because he's a stud, but he got off stage and was like, "Man, that was work." Was the first thing he said. So
Really
I wouldn't.
made
I
me
mean,
work for it.
yeah.
And they weren't great. At least they weren't assholes, though.
No, they were supportive, but not like not in the laughing verbal way.
They were expecting like Daniel fucking Tosh or something from Netflix or something. I don't
know what they were expecting
From
but-
Tosh.0.
from that shit.
That's the quickest I've ever called a lady a bitch in one of my sets, though.
You did. You straight up
That
did
was
it.
Saturday,
Right
wasn't
off.
it?
That was Friday. That was within
okay.
30
Oh, you
seconds.
begged her not to sleep with you. That was hilarious.
Yeah. I did that too. They liked me after that.
Oh, that was
Well, she stepped on the
wonderful.
first joke I told.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Right as I was coming in the punchline.
It's like, really?
With just not even
Yeah.
a heckle, just a woo!
Just like okay.
It's like, oh, that joke's way better if a dumb bitch doesn't yell during
Yes,
it.
that's exactly what you said. Yeah, joke's way better if a dumb bitch doesn't yell during it. Yeah, classic.
Yeah.
Classic Newland.
She came up to me after the show, too.
Did she?
She's like, I'm the bitch. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
You're
You
like,
just
cool,
yelled.
fuck off.
Yeah, I was like, you just yelled. I'm sorry. She said the weirdest shit. She's like, I'm just in comic mode. I was like, oh, are you a comic? She's like, no. I was like, what are you talking about?
Then you mean you're an asshole?
Yeah,
mode,
what are
is
you
meant
talking
to say.
about, dude?
Yeah.
It's like
You-
when you're in concert mode, you just spontaneously crowd surf, but it doesn't
Yeah.
work the same at comedy shows.
It's
You
not
know.
the same.
You're just like, I'm just in festy mode, officer. That's why I'm on. That's why I'm on
I'm
Molly.
just living my truth. I'm in festy mode.
Yeah, I'm in
That you can't just
goddamn
walk down the fucking street on acid.
Yeah,
Like,
put your clothes on.
It's like going to a show and then plugging in your amp and playing while the band's playing too. And be like, I'm just in artist mode.
Yeah, I'm just.
I feel you, dude.
I'm in musician
I'm
mode.
just feeling.
I'm
music.
inspired.
I'm in
You're
music.
inspired, dude. Let's drink.
We're all ready to play. I'm just doing what they're doing, bro.
Yeah.
Anyways, welcome to the Steamboat Comedy Podcast.
Holy
everybody.
shit. I'm so happy to be back.
We're
Holy
here.
shit.
We're zooming.
It has been a bit of a hiatus. There was the podcast with Simon and MK was a blast, but we haven't sat down and had a pod in about a month.
been a long time.
It's been the age of a dog since we sat down and expressed our ideas together.
It feels like a week though. I feel like we did this last week, right? That's a bad thing.
Oh,
Never mind.
dude, I was
I feel like we do this all the
It's like,
fucking
yeah,
time.
Matt's like, this again? Fuck. So it's been 6 weeks. Ugh.
Yeah, we went through like 6 people to try to see if we could podcast, and Matt was number 7.
Yep.
Yeah. And he's like,
Everyone-
I guess.
I guess I'll show up.
He's like, but it better be
Fine.
happening at 8:30 fucking sharp.
8:30 sure, and it didn't.
And it did
Sorry.
not. It wasn't even close.
I got a dinner with a candle and a fucking
half
steak.
an hour fucking late,
Yeah,
dude.
whoops. Because someone showed up hammered. That was me. I'm your host, Kyle Ruff. To my right, Reed Belmonte. Say hello.
Hi, everybody.
To his right, Matt Newland.
Joe Rogan all day and night.
All
God
day.
damn it.
Check him out.
Check him out.
Check him out.
All
That would
day.
be a way better intro for Joe Rogan if it was just like a super gay dude. Joe Rogan podcast. Check him out.
Check it.
Train by day, Joe Rogan podcast by night, all day.
He should do that
Check
during
it
Pride
out.
Month.
Yes. I will have to wait a year, though, unfortunately.
I feel like Pride Month's every other month, right?
I mean,
I'd say by 2025, it's going to be every other day.
right? It's going to be Pride Thursdays. Everyone has to suck a dick on Thursdays.
Every other day, you have to celebrate Pride. It's like
You're-
fucking shit.
You're like,
Have
"Oh,
you
damn
kissed
it."
have you kissed a black man's ass today? Like, no,
Yes.
I haven't.
That's
Like,
gonna be the
goddamn.
other day. It's gonna be kiss a black man's ass one day, and then wear rainbows for no reason the next day, and
And-
that's gonna be the whole
This is
calendar
life.
year.
Have you lived with
Just-
your shame because you're white? Like, yes,
Yeah.
I do, and
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Every day you have to like carve a notch into your arm to express your white guilt.
Here we go.
Here we
We're
go.
back.
Steamboat Comedy
We're
Podcast.
back, everybody. With
We're
the-
videotaping
We're on
too.
video.
Yes.
Let's all stare at it the whole time. Welcome back to the Steamboat Cast.
Seem count all day.
Kyle looks
Check
like a
it
fucking
out.
asshole. He's wearing an average Joe's fucking dodgeball
By
uniform.
asshole, you mean dodgeball champion? Then yes, this is our volleyball uniform. We had some volleyball tonight.
It's
we're,
cool. It looks cool.
We're undefeated. It's no big deal. We're pretty
I like
fucking
it.
sweet.
I do like it.
You,
I do.
you
I
like
do.
the fact that he plays volleyball?
I like the shirt.
I like this
I
shirt.
like
It's
the
a good
colors.
I
shirt.
like this shirt. This guy's
I like
got.
the shirt. He's got good shirts.
Probably makes good bread. He's got good shit going on. God, just stop.
It's fucking these guys. This is getting off the rails very quickly.
Yeah, let's get back on track.
Let's get back on track. What's our track? Well,
Well,
we
we're-
haven't done this in a month, and
Yep.
a lot of things have happened, and I feel like we need a little recap on how it's been.
Yeah,
So,
it's been a minute.
our last podcast, I don't have my phone, was like something like June 13th or something ridiculous.
We
Like
were talking about Die Hard.
we were talking about Die Hard. God, was that the
And
last one?
Braveheart,
And-
No.
No, we were talking about
talked about
Braveheart.
movies.
I would
I've seen a
have
couple
canceled that
movies.
shit if we were talking about Braveheart.
Yeah. No, we did the Scotch tape or the whatever.
Oh yeah.
The Scotch tape. Freedom.
I'm glad you remember that because I blacked it all out on
Mhm.
purpose.
It was ramblings.
It was, we were born rambling men. And since then, we've had not one, but two schmiggity shows. We had the last one with MK and Mr. Simon Gibson, which was a blasty blast.
That
And
was fun.
the three of us did a little recap in the last podcast. Check it out if you haven't heard it. It's very funny. Those guys are ridiculous.
Check it out.
Check it out. I love them so much. Oh my God, Simon and MK are just the best.
MK, like every time I'm in a room with him, I feel like I'm at a sleepover. I'm just like so excited to be somebody who's
Yeah.
around somebody who's just excited about everything as much as MK is. Like,
Yeah, he's
holy
just
shit.
like
That was a good
constantly
description.
fun, high energy, very positive.
spontaneously breaking into a pillow fight and then some tears and then like
Yeah.
rubbing your
Candy.
ass
He's
all in
gonna
like
give you
5
And
minutes.
it's like, do you want to watch 16 Candles? And then you just like lay down and cuddle and you watch it and
And you bang him.
then you suck
And then-
his cock.
Yeah.
That's where it goes.
That's how he gets them. That's how he gets the boys.
Yeah.
And Simon is the same thing, only less gay.
Simon's like if Patton Oswalt grew up in Wisconsin. It just looks like grizzled. Like I've been going to bars since I was 11. You know.
Yes.
But oh my God, what a hilarity!
I
He was
fucking love.
wonderful.
Oh my God, Simon is so funny. What the thing I love, and we thought it was before, is the thing I love about Simon is he's the exact same guy off stage as he is on stage.
Yeah.
Very
Like
much so.
he's just him.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
he's
yeah.
not doing an act. He's just like being himself.
We've talked about this before.
Like so
that
natural.
There's been people who like we obviously see a presence on stage and off stage that they have, and then some people like we're so happy to tell people like no, this is who they are and whatnot. And to prove that, Jared and I were watching on YouTube recently this show called Something's Burning with Bert Kreischer,
Yeah.
and it was Bert Kreischer, Ari Shafir, and our friend Sean Patton.
Really?
And they were like making jambalaya with Bert Kreischer, and Jared and I were laughing. We're
All
like,
three of them?
"This is
Dude.
exactly how Sean is in the fucking kitchen in this house.
Oh, yeah.
this is
Yeah.
just who he actually is." And we're excited
Yeah.
to tell people like, "No, he's not some fake, eccentric, crazy person on stage. Like he actually is just this off the wall ball of hilarity at all times. It's
Oh,
super
yeah.
sweet. Like, yeah,
Oh,
And
Sean
it's great
Penn.
when it works out. That
He's a gem of a human. He is very genuine, which is why he I've no big deal. I've met a lot of comics, travel around a little bit.
Don't name drop. Don't
but
do it.
everywhere.
Oh, name dropper.
wants to?
But met some people. But
So I've met.
so here's the people that know me by name. But no, everyone I've even talked to is just like, yeah, Sean's a great guy. Like he's like one of the good dudes, and he's a genuine dude. He's a fucking super nice guy. Like really thoughtful.
Yeah, and so is MK, and
So is MK and so is Simon.
yeah, and that proves the point. Just like we're literally as the show fucking ended, we all went out into Kaylin and Kyle's van.
Yeah.
And like just were vaping and just like kept drinking and having a good time and everything. And it's like we could have been on a road trip with no comedy show for all we'd know. It would be the exact same effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
They're wonderful.
Those
Yeah,
are
they're
good
great.
shows. Those are fun shows.
Those are
Simon's a
super fun
fucking man.
shows.
And for the future reference, like
It's
we
so
have
hard
to
to
make
talk
that a
about it, like,
solid thing.
Not talk about the bits they did. You know what I mean?
What,
like,
what-
oh, I loved Simon when he did this. I'm like, just give away his fucking bit.
Right. You
know
don't
what I
want to.
mean?
You don't want to give it away.
We don't
want
want
to
to do that.
No.
But
let's do it.
God.
The listeners want to hear about the juicy behind the scenes details of all of our comedy shows. Like the fact that we're gonna bring that van to
Oh.
every
Inside baseball.
that van to every single fucking show after we're done, because that is just way too Colorado. Just like, all right, we're done with the show before the music. Let's go get high in the van.
That's what we do. That's how
It's
it
a
works.
sick van too. It's fucking well built
It's a
out.
solid van.
I know vans. I love
You
vans.
do. You got one.
I got one, and that's a good van.
It's a van.
It doesn't have 4-wheel drive.
It's
though. I mean,
white.
you gotta get
Really?
4-wheel drive.
Oof.
It's gonna be a bitch in the winter.
Should bought Dodge Ram.
We gotta talk to Kyle about it.
Sorry about your inferior van. What else happened? We then just did our last show with
But-
Brent Gill.
Yes.
Also
do we
hilarious.
want to talk about why Brent Gill was here on the podcast?
Might as well.
I guess.
I think
as well.
we could say fuck
They're
it.
not going to listen to it. So I don't want to. Okay. So we were originally supposed to have Sam Talent up here. I was very excited to have Sam Talent.
Yep.
Sam Talent is very funny. I've met him before. He's a very funny guy, very nice guy.
He didn't come.
He didn't
There
come.
it is.
He didn't come
He didn't
because
come.
of a scheduling conflict.
He said that he thought that we were going to do the show on the. I don't have that same month calendar. Basically, he thought it was going to be 2 weeks later than it was.
And then ghosted Kyle for 3 weeks.
Well, here's the thing.
He just didn't come.
I just
To the
we're-
show.
We're gonna
That's it.
shorten up the story.
Yeah.
He didn't come,
He didn't. He didn't come.
and he did express a lot of remorse for not making it.
He did.
He did, which is very sweet of him. He even offered to make an apology video, and I was like, "That's not necessary, but thank you." But then he was like, "Hey, I'll find someone to cover for me," and I was like, "Fucking sure you will. Who are you gonna find in 5 days?" He's like, "How about my friend Brent Gill?" I was like, "Oh, we know Brent Gill.
Yeah.
He was just here. Brent Gill's very funny." I was like, "I'll call him right now." And Brent Gill came up, and Brent Gill, as he does, crushed, and it was awesome. It was super awesome.
It's a ball of fucking energy. That
Dude, he is,
goddamn
yeah,
guy,
he,
dude.
very high energy.
It's not a fat joke either. He's a ball of
of
energy.
he's a rotund
Yeah.
object of energy. No, but he's another guy. He's a lot like he is on stage, off stage.
Yep.
Where he's just like he's just kind of like, what are we doing now? What's going on?
Yeah.
Let's party.
And dude, we're not mad at Sam Talent. Just to go back, not at all.
The only-
come
the-
it was
fucking
just,
back.
It was just a huge bummer,
Yeah,
and he
dude.
was like, "I definitely want to do it again." And I
Yeah,
was like,
come
"Right
on, fucking
on."
back. We'll
The
do
only
it
reason I
another
bring
time.
it up is to give people an idea of what Kyle goes through when he sets up these shows. That
It
shit like
is-
this happens. It's not easy.
Producing shows sucks a lot. It's a lot of work, not a lot of gratitude.
Can't
No
control
money.
the rain.
You
in
can't
an outdoor
control the
show.
rain. Oh God. I don't even want to I don't want to even like breathe life into it, because we've done 4 outdoor shows and it hasn't rained for any of them. But the 4th one, when we were at the Snow Bowl, it was starting to rain
It got a little shitty.
for a second, and people were like, "What's the backup plan?" I was like, "There is no fucking backup plan,
We're gonna
man."
tell Jokes in
Like,
the rain.
I was like,
That's
the
what we're gonna
backup
do.
plan is I kill myself in front of
God,
everyone.
That's some fucking deep shit right there.
Yeah.
Jokes in the rain. Ooh.
That's right.
That Sinatra song, "Jokes in the Rain."
That'll be our documentary when we come out with
That's gonna be
the
Steamboat Comedy, subtitle "Jokes in the
Jokes
Rain."
in the rain. It's just still shots
One
of
person
us.
will let you.
Just like with like clown makeup on and being smeared off.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a tattoo on my wiener.
You're just really sad because you keep electrocuting yourself on a fucking microphone in the fucking rain. You're
Oh.
like, what's wrong? Ow!
Who was telling that story?
What?
That was in somebody's bit. Is that they were doing a show, and it was raining, and they kept putting their hand on the fence behind them, and they kept getting electrocuted by it, and they thought they were just being like, oh, but they were actually being electrocuted by it. That might have been Simon, actually. I think I might have saw Simon tell that joke outside of here. I think it might have been on Inside Jokes.
That's funny.
And he was like, just like put his hand on it, was like, oh, and it was like, getting electrocuted, and everyone's like, oh my god, he's so into it. He's actually getting electrocuted. Holy shit! Sorry, that just reminded me of that.
Dedication to the craft, folks.
Dedication.
yeah.
Shout out to Schmiggities too, letting us do shows
yeah.
there. That's what's up.
Which we should mention. Breaking news. Da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. There's our next show obviously is with Sean Patton and Cypher Sounds. I don't know if that's 100% confirmed, but should be confirmed. Cypher Sounds.
Nothing's confirmed. That's what we've established.
Well,
Nothing is
fuck
ever
all day.
confirmed.
My ass.
You
All
know what's
day.
confirmed is we'll be there doing fucking jokes.
Yeah.
That's confirmed. That's
What's
all
confirmed
you
is there's going to be at least 300 jokes told.
Yes.
need. Yeah, I love
Yes.
it. There were so many jokes told last weekend.
many
How many
jokes.
jokes do you think?
Oh man.
Holy shit.
At least like 7,000.
What do you think jokes per minute was? What was our
For-
JPM?
For me personally, I'm gonna go ahead and say
I think
it was
Reed told
about
two.
two laughs per every 5 minutes, Kyle.
per 5. So we're on like
Brent's a quick hitter too, though. He goes with a lot.
Oh,
Of
Brent's
fucking
relentless.
Jokes. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a
Just
machine
shit
gun.
and that's
ton,
like
man.
after seeing him and a lot of these other guys, like I always have in my mind, I'm like, I need to get my JPM up, my
Yeah.
jokes per minute.
Did you notice how sweaty Brent was after Friday compared to after Saturday? Way more sweaty on Friday. Just
You think
because the
so?
crowd. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure. Just a big
Makes
sweat,
sense.
and it's probably the altitude. Let's give him some credit.
Well, yeah, he was acclimating
He
for
was
sure.
acclimating
For sure.
to the altitude.
yeah. He's from Colorado, so yeah, he's just fat. But
Yeah. Acclimating to a lack of.
coming all the way up to Silverthorne, I lost like 3 pounds on the ride.
Yeah.
About 150 jokes a night. Really,
was-
really.
Yeah.
If I'm really ballparking here,
I don't know. I mean, you're the highest JPM over there. I'm like, let me
it's
tell
a
you a
cheat
story.
code. Let me tell you a long.
Let me take you on a
story.
journey. Let me give you 3 minutes of setup for one shitty punchline. That's what I do. Whereas
Oh,
Matt's like, how about this? How about that? They're like, ah!
Didn't like that one. I got another one for you.
You think that was good? How about this?
What did you say when you came off stage? You hated it after Friday.
Oh, Friday. I think I probably said saw my dick off because that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
you're like, God, I fucking hated that.
I was just like, yeah, I was like literally cut my throat, I think is what I
I
said.
think you said I fucking hated that.
I think I did too. That makes sense.
Just true disgust.
I was just like, I was like, oh, I'm going to do my new stuff. And it like wasn't good yet.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I always did it, but I just got to give them the hits. I always tell everyone else that, and then I don't do it, and then I want to saw my own dick off.
Yeah.
And then Saturday, I gave them the hits, and it was great.
That was a fun show.
Saturday was great.
blast.
Saturday was a blasty blast.
Saturday was a fucking good. one.
Eland was awesome. Shout out to
Dude,
Black
was
Steve Irwin.
fucking really good, man.
Dude, yeah, he's a stud.
I enjoyed the shit out of his.
No, he's solid. I saw him at the Comedy Fort in Fort Collins, which is awesome. But I just saw on his Instagram like he's doing Comedy Works South this weekend and shit. Like
Yeah.
he's solid on the scene.
That's one of my like favorite things. I had no idea who the fuck like he was,
Yeah.
and then within 30 seconds of him being on there, I was like, oh fuck yes, I love this shit.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
He had a great
I was
fucking
just an audience member at that point. I was like,
That's what's
nice,
great. I mean,
fuck
like we're
yeah.
so tired of like seeing each other and fucking
Yeah.
we know each other's jokes and shit. But yeah, you get anyone in from outside who is like competent, and you're like, oh my fucking god, this is so
Yeah,
good.
this is awesome.
Right.
Just because
Yeah.
it's different.
I know.
Yeah, no, Elon
I
was fucking-
enjoyed the shit out of his. We got to get him back up here.
Yeah,
for
he's
sure.
a stud. Yeah, and it was completely random. He just sent me an email. I was like, hey, I'm gonna be in town this weekend, and I was like, well, I got a spot for you.
Yeah, lucky for you.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hey.
That shit was a blast,
Yeah,
bro.
it was a
Saturday was a fucking blast. I
absolute
enjoyed Friday
blast.
too.
Yeah.
I did. Sometimes it's fun to get people that don't laugh.
You gotta.
Oh yeah, that was exactly what was on my mind 30 seconds after I got off stage. I was like,
is fun.
This is really fun.
Reed hated it too.
I commented on the fucking echo behind me on the microphone. I was
so
just
did
like,
I.
wow, there's an echo behind me. Isn't that crazy, folks? And just crickets.
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah, the same thing. I was like, hey, I think the mic, it's not good. And they were just kind of like,
and they're looking at it just like, well, that's your fault. I paid money to be here. You know.
yeah,
like,
they're like, why didn't you figure that out already? I'm like, I don't
You're
know,
like,
because this
come
place
on,
is a fucking
Jesus.
shit show all the time.
and we were laughing about. I mean, props to everybody who came to our show. Thank you so much for supporting Steamboat Comedy. But
Thank
at the
you.
same time, Drew and I were off stage thinking about it. Like, we have people.
Why don't we just
at
kill
open-
ourselves?
why don't we go out back
why
and
don't
beg
we?
somebody
Why don't
to
we
put
just
a
both
fucking
count to
tundra
three?
over my fucking skull? Yeah.
Yeah, just
So
bury
shout
my
out to
head.
everyone that came out.
Shout out to everyone again. Thank you so much for your support. Making
Drew-
us suicidal.
Drew and I would sit on the side of the stage and we're just like, we have people absolutely erupting at open mics the week prior, and they didn't pay to be there, and these people were paying to want to come there and laugh, and it was just like they looked at us like, okay, that was a joke. What is your next one?
Yeah.
That's
that
their
kind of
prerogative.
attitude. Half
Brent
of them
summed
were
it
a
up
li-
perfectly. He was like all of you are so supportive, but you're just like, ha 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 ha.
Yes, he actually did say that, didn't he? Like
Yeah.
on stage. Yeah. Yeah.
He said it. He said it in the moment, and he said it the next day. He's like, "You're way better than the last crowd."
Yeah, he enjoyed himself way more on Saturday.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I mean, we all did. Fuck. Holy shit.
I mean, that's the beauty of all
Shout out
this.
to Adam
isn't it?
too, newcomer on the scene.
Oh yeah,
Good for
Adam.
him,
Shout out to Adam
bro.
Kilgore. Adam fucking
Adam
did great.
Kilborn.
Kilborn.
Yeah, I called
He was
him that.
born to
I
kill.
called him that the other day.
He was not happy.
I really thought that was his last name.
Yes. You guys at open mic went back and forth at one time because you did the same jokes you did at the show. It's like, you look like Kurt. You both were like, you look like Kurt Cobain. You look like Kurt Cobain. But
I love Kurt Cobain, so I'm always about
yeah.
that,
So you're
bro.
like, yeah, fuck yeah,
I
dude.
do look like.
But
Kurt
no,
Cobain.
I remember you said that to him at open mic, and I looked over, and he was like,
Yeah. And then I was like, he looks like if Kurt Cobain didn't kill himself and then made his hair stupid.
yeah. Yeah,
He's
he
a good
did.
guy. Shout out to Adam.
Shout out to Adam. No, he's our new phenom on the scene.
Mhm.
And yeah,
Adam looks like Kurt Cobain if he wasn't allowed to walk next to public schools.
Yeah. I don't think Kurt Cobain was either.
no, especially that shotgun he had in his toes. They didn't like that.
Yeah,
Am I right?
It was a bad image. Yes. and by toes you mean Courtney Love's
And
fingers.
Courtney Love's hands as she was screaming at him, "I want to
Yeah.
kill you."
I want to kill you.
'Cause that's what
I want
happened.
you to kill yourself.
Can I have
right
one of
now.
those? What is that?
Oh,
You-
don't
you
do
did
it.
the-
Don't do it.
This happened last
Oh,
one
yeah.
we did too.
Did I do
It's
one last
nicotine.
time?
You did.
Oh, I want another one.
And you're like, I've been chewing since I was a baby.
Ah.
I think that's what
Look
you-
at my gums. All right, I want some fake chew.
It's fake chew, and it gets soggy in about 15 minutes, and you're gonna hate yourself for putting it in there. And then you'll take it out, and 5 minutes later, you're gonna be like, I want a fucking another
And
one.
you're like, I need another one of these.
I want a fucking another one, or I'll start to
Do you do those at work? Do you just have
all
them in your mouth?
day, every day, do it all the time. If I'm not eating, I have one in.
You don't eat with
did
them
you,
in?
did you used to smoke cigarettes, Matt?
No, I used to chew from
Yeah.
Idaho. It's like a rite of passage.
do.
It's like juice.
Dad's
on
like,
bar
well, you're
mitzvahs.
16 now. Here's your
Yeah.
skull.
It's like my bar mitzvah was taking a horseshoe.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like,
They
yeah,
just shoved it in your foreskin.
yeah, put it in my.
We
foreskin,
started with
and then took
sawdust.
my money, so it was like the opposite of a bar mitzvah. It was the football team. They were dicks.
It's a football team.
Take a horseshoe and then punched me.
And they just fucking were like, you're a fag.
You're
Queer dude. Can't even make the team. You're cut.
God, what a tangent.
What are we talking about?
Fucking Reed wanted to kill himself after the show.
Oh, yeah. After
Ye-
Friday.
It wasn't great.
It wasn't bad.
It was all right.
But it was good.
It's just
I
like
kill-
we were
I
saying, like,
killed-
you're gonna pay $20 to come and then just to have an okay time. If I,
I mean-
pay $20 to do anything, I'm like, let's get it going, dude. I want my money's worth.
Yeah,
mean,
that's
and-
what that's all I was saying with Drew. It's just like we did exactly what we're doing right now last week for people who weren't even planning on fucking being at a comedy show and they were dying. And now we're just doing it on stage. And halfway through my set, like I just realized it wasn't going to go well compared to last week when I was at open mic doing the same shit. Halfway through in my mind, I was like, like this is so bad.
Yeah, you get in your own head too
It
while
was
you're
terrible.
telling the jokes.
Oh no!
It's so easy to do,
It's
especially if
saying
you're
the joke,
first.
but thinking about something else.
And the
Yeah,
worst
you're like,
part
oh,
is the audience
yeah.
has no idea you're fucking up. I tell this to Kyle. I'd be like, "Oh my god!" Like I drew a blank and I forgot my segue, so I just went to something else. But I paused on stage, and Kyle's like, "They have no idea that you did that."
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't until you said it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was the same thing for me Friday. I was like, I'm gonna do this new stuff, and I like got distracted, missed my spot, and I was just like went into something else. And then later I was like, oh, I missed several minutes of something I was planning to do.
I just got off stage.
Yeah, and I literally I was just like, is this over yet? I didn't even. I was supposed to do 10 minutes. I think
is this over yet?
I think I maybe did 7.
I was gonna say 7. Yeah.
I was like, I didn't see a light. I was like, so we're gonna keep this thing rolling. We got our next comedian, and I'm gonna go in the back and fucking take a ball peen hammer and
hate it.
smash my dick with it. Fucking hate myself.
Yeah, it was a hell of a.
It was an
attempt.
experience.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's part of this is the inside baseball of comedy, folks. Doesn't always go well.
Not always. It's fucking wild though. We beat the dead horse and we're like, our open mics are the fucking best, but it's wild when
Our
in your
open
head you're
mics-
like, the open mic was so much funner than the show.
Oh God, yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
what? That's
Our
n-
last
never
2
been
open
said.
mics were like more. The audience was like bigger and better and,
And more engaging and like
Shout out
happy
to Ed. Shout out
and-
to the press. I
Shout
love
Shout
out
out
Ed.
to
to
the
Ed and the
fucking
press.
press, dude.
We literally, I like I said, not to beat a dead horse, but I'm gonna just keep hammering away at this
Yep.
fucking
We're gonna
stupid
beat
horse.
off a dead horse.
We're gonna jack off this horse, and it ejaculates the message of we have the best open mics in America,
Yep, in
Yeah.
Colorado for sure.
easily in Colorado,
Easily.
if not the USA. It's
Come-
it's insanity. I've never seen one anywhere. I mean, like there's like.
I've never just end there. I've never seen an open mic.
I don't know. Yeah, I have nothing to compare it to. I'm gonna assume ours are better. But like, I did
They
them
truly
in,
are though. For
I
sure.
I did them in Ann Arbor, and like you had to. It was like open mics that people like paid to come see, and you had to like sign for a list, and there's like a cut, and then you didn't always make it and shit. Even those, not as good.
No.
That and like a majority of everybody in the audience is just going over their own material because they're hoping they go up next and everything. Where at the
Yeah.
press, you just have people who are just like, we're just here to have a good time.
Yeah, they're just like, I saw this in the paper that there's comedy tonight.
I was reading in
Just
the newspaper
wild.
while having a cigarette on the bench.
That's Steamboat, baby.
Steamboat still has a functioning newspaper
That's
that people
fucking
actually
crazy.
read, which is wild.
and it's free. Fucking
And it's
right.
free.
Well, not technically, but you know what I
yeah,
mean.
well, we have extremely high taxes here, so it's not free, but
Nothing's
we
free,
do have a
baby.
newspaper that you don't have to.
As we all look at the screen, as we're just like, with our free podcast
Check it out.
Check it out all day.
all day.
Steamboat at night.
I think that is a real old man quality of me. You guys may not agree with me, but I fucking love places that still appreciate a local paper in
Yeah.
the world of just being sucked into having opinion on everything because you watch Fox News or MSNBC. Not enough people give a shit about what's going on down the street, and I firmly I used to write for local papers too, so I will always support local papers.
Oh yeah, no,
I
this-
love the
fuck
Steamboat
yeah.
Pilot.
Steamboat Pilot is legit, and they like I straight up have newspapers or reporters' numbers. And
They
I'll just-
like us.
Oh yeah, I'm like, hey, do you want to do a story on us? And they'll be like, yeah. I'm like, cool.
Oh, thank God, something to write about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
Like,
shit.
oh, I don't want.
Oh, Jesus
I
Christ.
don't want
They're
to
like,
talk
oh,
about the fires again.
Yeah.
Like,
Or-
Jesus Christ, if I had to talk to one more fucking Olympian, Jesus fuck.
Like, oh, how's your silver medal? Yeah.
How's polishing your medals with your fly fishing shop? Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Cool. Great. Yeah, no, the pilot is a huge help, and it's a noticeable boost when we get in the pilot. Like,
Yeah.
and like people will come. I actually have like a couple clippings like over on the shelf I need to put somewhere, but people will like come up and be like, "Hey, like saw you in the pilot."
Yeah.
I'm like, right on. Like it's crazy. Like the outreach it has here. Still.
Like you do. You know what's fucked up is I work at the UPS store, and when people come to the UPS store, they recognize me. They're like, "Oh, you do the comedy."
No
And then
fucking
when,
way.
Then when people see me doing comedy, like, "Oh, you work at the UPS store."
Like, oh my god! Oh my god! Are you the UPS guy?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I'm such a fan of your work.
Can't
The way
fucking
you
get it.
returned my Amazon package, it was
Oh, my God.
unbelievable.
Come check out one of our shows. You'll hear me talk about Amazon.
He hates it.
So I
Love
only had one of those, but it was I know what you mean. It feels pretty crazy. I had somebody who I called out at a comedy show, and the next day I was in line at the space station, and they were behind me. They're like, "Is your name Reed?" I was like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Were you a host
Oh, dog, no.
up in a sleigh?"
Nope, there's cords.
Oh no, it's my doggy.
It's Obi.
Sorry, Obi-Wan.
Sorry, I love you.
We're gonna do some one-liners. He'll come in for that.
He loves it.
He loves a one-liner.
Shout out to Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, the dog. Great dog.
But
Pain in my ass.
yeah, a long story short, a woman at the space station recognized me for doing comedy and for being a sleigh host up at Ragnar's because she had a table.
Oh,
up there.
nice.
Yeah, so she was just like, yeah. I said, oh, the guy who came around at the table at the end in the suit with the mustache, schmoozing you, that was Kyle. He also does comedy, and she's like, get out of town. And she's like, well, we just had like such a fun.
She's like, oh, I remember him. He sucked. Is probably
And
what she said.
it was just
I
funny.
hated him.
It was funny to.
Oh, that guy.
It was funny to look in her
Tell
like,
him to quit.
standpoint to be like, oh wow, like there's this really funny person who was like doing stand-up comedy, and the next night she goes out to dinner with her fucking parents, and I'm on the sleigh like, all right, who's ready to have dinner?
Yeah.
She's like, are you just like everywhere? And she gets an Uber to the airport. I'm like, hey, you ready to go? Just like
It's the same guy.
it's the same fucking dude. Oh yeah, I moonlight as a taxi driver and a comedian. Yeah.
That's too funny. There were some guys. When was that? Was it last summer? Or no, it was this winter. They were coming around. They were in town, and they went to like our open mic, and then they went to the spelling bee. And they told me like the next day there was something going on at Howison Hill, and they're like, "We just expected to hear your voice. Like we just assumed that you
Yeah.
narrate everything in this fucking town." And I was like, "Haven't got there yet, but I will."
Welcome to Steamboat Rodeo.
It's yeah. Welcome to Howison Hill, everybody.
fucking cowboy
Yeah,
hat
he
on.
puts a cowboy hat on.
698 cowboy hat. Yeah,
Oh my god.
those are the best. Anyway,
But yeah, like what we're trying to say, Steamboat, is we're celebrities within this community.
we're really fucking famous and a big deal. Is what
It's pretty
is
cool.
important.
You know what's cool is how many like older people like come to our shows.
Yeah.
Like
No.
I think it's a direct correlation to the paper because old people read the paper
That's very true.
and they're like, oh, I'm gonna go check out, take the wife to see a show. Like my
And
buddy.
then they hate it, all of it. And
They
don't
love
laugh.
it, bro. No, my
Okay.
buddy who comes, he's like, I always look for the old people in the audience to see if they laugh.
Yeah.
And he's like, they love it, dude.
I mean, it does. It makes a difference if you can get everybody on board.
Yeah.
For sure.
Speaking of which, we don't shout about it enough, but I had a lot of fun last night at the spelling bee.
Oh my god.
Kyle and I had a packed
Dude, we had the
house.
spelling bee of the ages.
And,
last
and I was like, I was just like, I
So
might as well
dumb.
be fucking Jeff Ross tearing people apart. Every person that went up, I was just ripping them to
We
pieces.
were like relentless. It
It
was like
was
to the
so
point where
much
I was like,
fun.
maybe this is too much. And we just kept going.
we just kind of let go.
if
a
it is
little
too
bit
much,
last
Whiskey
night.
Company will let you know it's too much.
That's true. That's true. Thanks to
Yes,
Mac.
yeah,
Jesus.
Mac. Shout out to Mac, that piece of shit.
God,
Oh
what
my
a
God.
fucking asshole.
The-
Since we did our last podcast, I think we've got 4 new people and like 8 of us have left.
Yeah.
So,
Like,
yeah,
Seriously,
let's-
they were
let's-
like,
let's-
"Oh, that guy's on
Yeah.
board."
And then someone came back and it's fucking wild.
He's a cancer on the scene.
Mac.
Which luckily he's moving away.
we
gotta
had to
get him on
surgically
next
remove him from
Just a
Steamboat
liar and a
and put him
thief.
where all
Liar and a
cancer
thief.
dies.
He stole
Nebraska.
all of our money that one night.
Oh, that one time?
He stole all of our money. He's a piece of work.
And then we all had to fist fight him, and it took like 8 of us to take him down.
Yeah. He's
Animal.
just so ugly. I'm
He
devastated.
looks-
I'm devastated.
He's really short
Fuck
and
that
ugly,
dude.
and his jokes are like really high energy and not good. And
No.
I can't stand him.
God damn it, Mac.
Fucking Mac.
Fucking Mac.
Piece of
I'm glad he got a
shit.
bigger job and is trying to improve his life.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
He got a
Yeah,
job for
fucking-
Halliburton bombing children in third world countries
Yep.
because that's what he's into. 'Cause he's
Yep,
a piece of
that's-
shit.
We didn't know it. We didn't know it until like he was like, "Yeah, peace out. I like killing people, and you guys are lucky
It's
you're
like, oh,
not on
by the way,
list."
guys, I like murder. I'm gonna go murder
Murdering
everyone.
people and I have a
so
beard.
I'm kind of weird and I like murder.
No.
and-
You're on a podcast, so you have to be a little bit softer. Yeah, so I just kind
My name is Mac Mashmeyer and I like to kill. I like to kill babies.
Fuck that shit. I just wanted to shock people who are listening.
Everyone just threw their earbuds out of their ears like, ah!
I hate this podcast.
Well, this is unlistenable.
They're gonna spike on their computer. Oh, buddy.
No, bummed Max leaving though. Genuine.
No,
comedy
genuine,
aside,
real talk.
Sucks.
Love you,
ass.
Mac. We
For those of you not listening, our good friend and fellow comedian Mac is moving on to other prospects.
He's a
not in a bad
prospector.
nature or anything. He is a prospector.
He messaged us on Facebook. He said, "I am moving back to Nebraska and I identify as a black man now." That's what he said.
For that gold.
Because he
What he
wants to
said.
be the only black guy in Nebraska.
That's
And
what
I
he
was like, I
said.
don't think that's how this works.
I mean, good luck to you and your new endeavors.
And your new
he's
blackface.
So he's gonna
tattoo.
go. He's gonna go move
what he
back to
said.
That's what he said.
Nebraska and explore the Nebraska comedy scene, whatever the fuck that means.
He'll be back
Yeah,
in 3
I'll
months.
be back. Yeah.
Miles was back. They all come back.
That
Speaking
being
of
said,
Steamboat
Miles is
Comedy
back.
OG, Miles Sanchez is back. We'll get
Miles
him on soon.
Sanchez just couldn't handle the rock and roll lifestyle of Colorado Springs comedy.
No, we could not.
No.
I asked him. I was like, "When did you know that you made a mistake?" And he was like, 3 months.
Yeah.
I was
And they were like, "When'd you move back?" He was like, 4 months.
Oh no.
He hated it there, and I don't blame him because it sounds like it sucks.
And
Yes.
because it rocks ass here, dude.
Shit, yeah, it does.
Fuck
Our
yeah, it
open
does.
mics are so cool.
They're
We're the best open mics in
in all of the northern hemisphere.
in I would say the galaxy.
No, I don't know how funny they are.
At least the Milky Way. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
We don't know the next dimension of comedy.
Well, we're talking this dimension.
We're gonna
but
find out.
Dude. We have a few
Climb
more shows.
aboard
dude. We
my
may be breaking
starship.
through.
What?
What?
How about that wasted old dude that was at the Saturday night show?
Oh,
You remember
God.
how wasted and old that guy was?
Yeah.
Wasted
he
and
was-
old? Like how old?
He was so.
I wish that it
How
would've-
old are we talking?
he was probably
like
65 to
like
75.
like
no,
55,
he was like he
old
was like
dude,
early
or-
50s. He was a doctor. He was actually Kaylin knows him. He's a doctor.
Yes, she does.
And he apparently this is the first time he was let out of the house and had had alcohol in probably a decade.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
handled it as you would expect.
Quite terribly.
And there was a point I didn't notice. I don't know if it happened during my set, but after I got off, there was a big puddle underneath him because he dropped his drink.
Multiple times.
And
He
I
was
wish
just
I
buying
wish
drinks
I
to
would have been
spill
like,
them.
you pissed your pants and then just shit out of him from there.
Oh, I should have made like a Joe Biden joke and be like, "Oh, Joe Biden had an accident."
do you want some pudding?
do you need Secret Service to take you to the potty pod?
He just kept putting his drink under his chair and then he'd kick it with his foot. And he did it at
Several times.
least 2 times.
They were literally actively mopping up under his
Under
chair the entire show.
Maybe
It
he was like a
like-
shareholder there. They're just like, just let him do it. He
His
wants
wife
to
was
do
like rubbing his head like, it's going to be okay.
It's gonna be
honey."
okay.
Like, it's
I don't know
so
if he was a
brutal.
shareholder, but his pants was a shit holder.
Hey!
Hey! Those
Guy's
are the
full
kind
of
of jokes.
shit.
Hey!
Front right is where he sat, too.
But it was, yeah, I know. He was
Jesus
right there.
Christ.
And it was one of those where he was like loud and like obnoxious, but like in a positive way. So you're like, how do I toe the line of like shitting on you, but like not like,
really upsetting me.
yeah, it's not like, hey, I fucking hate you. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, shut up.
Please stop. Just please
Just-
stop.
though, I mean, Brent said it actually because he kept talking to Brent set, and Brent was like, you know, I wrote these jokes and you weren't there, and I don't need your help to tell them to you. So, like, he even said, he's like, you're being really positive, but also shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Which is like so often. That's like, you remember May Bell, who would come to all of the open mics, the Jamaican lady?
Yeah.
May Bell was the same way. She'd be
Yep.
like, I'm going to talk constantly over your set. And it's like, well, you're being nice about it, but also like, shut the fuck up, May
Yeah,
Bell.
it was coming to the point where like time number 6, I'd be sitting down with like Spencer Powell. Shout out to Spencer Powell.
Spencer
I mean,
Powell's back.
I'd be sitting with like Spencer and he'd be like, okay, she's here. I have some stuff prepared. Like we've already come to the point where it's like we're not gonna tell her to fuck off. It's like no, we're just gonna deal with
like,
this lady.
we're just
Meanwhile, Matt would be over my shoulder after the third person goes up. He's like, this woman's fucking nuts.
Matt's like, I'm going to kill her.
Truly out of your fucking mind. I told her that too. I was like, you were really out of your mind, yeah?
Yeah.
She's like, oh yeah. I was like, okay.
She's like, yeah, I am. You want the drink?
Yeah,
And you're
then
like,
she
"Well, I
buys you
do.
a drink, dude.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, fuck it, okay.
Do you want the shot? And it's like, well, you're ruining my set, but yeah, I
But
want a
yeah,
shot.
I'll do this.
I
Fuck.
have no self-discipline. For sure.
Some of her one-liners were pretty great.
She had some. Oh, I can't remember one. She had a couple that were like killer, and it was like, "Fuck you, Maybell."
Yeah,
I was
like, God damn it, I wish that wasn't funny.
yeah, I wish that was way worse, so I could shit all over you. But it's like, okay, fine, you got it.
Now you're getting confident. Fuck.
Yeah, right. Oh, this is worse. Building your self-esteem on the spot, which is not what I want.
No.
No.
Oh my
But-
god, I had one of the best rips on somebody in public yesterday at the fucking spelling bee. There was a woman in a vertical black and white striped pantsuit, like a zoot suit almost.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
With like no sleeves on and a big hat, and she goes up, and I said, "Thank you for taking your time out of your day from killing Jessica Rabbit with a Tommy gun to do the spelling bee."
I
And,
about
like,
fell over and died when you said
Kyle
that.
almost fell and like killed himself.
It was
Like,
so
oh my
funny.
God.
That
was
whole
fucking great.
spelling bee. If you guys, anyone listening in this town, come to the fucking spelling bee.
It's
a
like
blast.
you have to believe me. It is a lot of fun. At first, like the concept when Kyle told me, he's like, "It's like a spelling bee, but it's dirty." I was just like, "That's a bar game? Like what?" No, it's so much fun.
It's
so much.
it's
fun.
a free hour and a half of crowd work for us, and it's literally no limits.
It's just
Like, we
Kyle and
do
I
everything.
roasting
I mean, well, I
people.
mean, Matt, you've done it before
I've
too.
done it. I
Yeah.
felt like Steve Harvey, so I was like, I don't want to fucking.
I mean,
I don't want to.
I mean, I was not really cool when you did blackface for it.
Yeah.
I was like, Matt, you're
Like,
not
I
actually
should've done
Steve
it.
Harvey.
No, we did we did it like on St. Patrick's Day, and I had to like wear a hat. I was like, I don't want to wear a fucking
Oh yeah, I gave you a hat, and you're like, oh fuck.
fuck.
And I was like, it's green, it'll be fun,
Feel
and
like
you're
a-
like, fuck yourself, Kyle.
Fucking
fucking Steve Harvey.
I felt like Steve Harvey, bro. Like I feel like I'm in a circus right now. Fuck.
Name
But it was
something your
fun.
grandpa would put on his bucket list.
and, then, and someone's like a lid, and he has to be like, and give him,
I'm gonna fucking kill
and then he
myself.
just stares at the camera like,
You believe what I have to get paid millions of dollars to
yeah,
do?
right.
Oh my
Can you
God.
believe I'm making $100,000 an episode to listen to this? This is my fake sad face.
I hope that becomes
So
your.
racist.
Oh my god!
I said, can you believe?
I'll say, boy.
He's not fucking Foghorn
Foghorn
Leghorn.
Foghorn Harvey, they call him.
What you gotta do if you're gonna do a Steve Harvey impression, you just gotta keep talking about how you're gonna go somewhere else and go drink, like he did at the Miss America
Yeah.
pageant. Remember when that
He's-
happened?
yeah, he's like-
all right, hey, we're all gonna hang out and whatnot, but I'm just gonna take a break and go drink a little something.
Yeah, and he's just like, that whole thing was
I'm gonna go to
basically,
the bathroom and go pickle my fucking finger in some rum.
yeah. He was basically like, is this over, please?
Oh my god!
And then they like invited him back.
I think everybody fucking forgot about that and how fucking hilarious that was. For on a random ass chance reason, Andy and I just happened to be watching the Miss America pageant. Probably for the same reason that all of us would just drink beer and laugh
Yep.
at it.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
god! And
boobs.
we saw Steve Harvey be drunk on TV in between takes, and Andy and I are just
then he was so
laughing,
drunk.
and we're like, this is not happening. And then of course the climatic greatness
Yes.
where he gave the raw thing away
Oh my
to this
God.
woman who's fucking like hopes and dreams are shattered. Like I was crying laughing. I was
So
like, this
good.
is the greatest, this is the only reason you should ever watch a pageant, period.
To-
Is
to-
just watch
to
Steve
hope it's a
Harvey go
disaster
like,
like
oh,
that."
you don't fucking really care about this, do you?
He gave her the crown and then took it off.
Yeah.
He's like,
She's
you
just
won.
like-
No,
she's
you
got a
didn't
smile
win.
He's
too,
like,
be
give me
"It's
that
okay."
back.
He did the Indian giver. He gave
It's-
it and then
Yes.
took it right back.
He was
dude.
like, psych.
it's like, oh my
Give me that
God.
corn and that smallpox blanket back.
That's the last.
He,
That's the most racist thing Steve Harvey's ever done.
I would hope so.
And he tells his employees not to look him in the eyes. Dude, that's also what Steve Harvey does.
Really? He's like,
Yeah.
don't look at me.
You remember how they went after Ellen? Well, like 2 years before that, they went after Steve Harvey for like hostile work environment.
Oh yeah.
And apparently one of them was like, when I'm not filming, don't look at me in the eyes.
That was
Which
started. That was a Tom Cruise thing.
respect.
He's like, if you're an extra, don't look Tom Cruise in the eyes because he'll get pissed.
I wish I could do that. I wish I could
We're
do that.
almost there.
acknowledge him for being important.
Don't. Don't look Matt in the eyes when he's at work.
We should say that to new people that come up on the scene. They're like, "Hi, I just want to sign this list for open
like,
mic." It's like,
don't.
absolutely, but just don't talk to Matt.
Don't. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't look DeVito in
Dude,
the
Matt's
eyes.
Because he'll try to sell you meth if you look him in the eyes.
Yeah, don't.
DeVito will look, guys. He'll need a ride home. Don't do it.
Right. It's not for him. It's for you. Like, don't look him in the eyes.
Don't look DeVito in the eyes.
DeVito's like, hey, you hear about Yogi Bear? You're like, I told you not to look him in the eyes. I told you. Don't do it.
Oh God.
Oh
Fucking
my
DeVito.
God. We need to get DeVito on the fucking podcast.
We gotta get DeVito on the cast.
We do need to get DeVito
We
on the
gotta get
podcast.
DeVito on the podcast. People don't know about DeVito yet.
It's gonna be, if we do it, it's gonna be like the Ricky Gervais show, where it's just gonna be us interviewing him. He's gonna be the fucking the what's his name? Is it Carl?
Yeah, the one that
Carl
they just shit on the whole
Pinkerton?
time. Yeah.
Yeah, where they just ask him dumb questions and see what dumb things he says.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's what we gotta do.
Holy fuck.
Holy shit. Oh man. Anyways,
Long story short, Matt Newland's career is gonna end on a game show. He's gonna kill himself with a fucking gun in his
he's
mouth.
gonna have Steamboat's Got Talent,
That'd be
and he's
cool.
gonna shoot himself
He's
in the
gonna be
head.
like, I'll be right back. He's gonna go out back at Schmiggity's and shoot himself.
Just the dude. Just Frenchie playing the fucking mandolin every show. Like, fuck. I thought you were dead, man.
Hey, why are you still in this
I
town?
thought you were dead, man.
I forgot about that guy. He was in the ponds, and I was like, oh, I don't. He was a guy where I'd be like, don't make eye contact. Don't make eye contact. Oh, hey,
Yeah,
Frenchie.
Frenchie is I think he's a homeless man.
He's
who
a wook.
He's a wook. He plays mandolin all around town. And there was a good year there. Whenever I got on the bus, he
there.
was on the bus sitting next to me. I was like,
He's like, hey, man.
oh, fuck, dude. I wish you weren't sitting next to me.
I'm so glad I don't ride the bus anymore.
Me too.
Oh my God, I haven't ridden the bus once since I moved back to Steamboat.
No?
Good on you.
so,
I don't
no,
think I
living
have in
downtown and
3 years?
Yeah.
Granted, Andy and I work at the same place, and we live at the same place. Isn't that crazy?
You guys have sex with the same person.
Gross.
What?
Yeah, and it's a dog.
Wait. Yeah.
Thank you for acknowledging Obi-Wan as a person. I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
I already threw him out of here because he's brown.
Okay.
Oh, what? Subtle racist jokes.
It's
Wasn't
a
that
dog.
subtle?
You can be racist towards dogs
Right?
for now.
They don't know.
For now.
They don't know.
For now.
Pretty soon they'll be getting their own Pride Month, and it'll be
And we have to celebrate them.
Yeah.
Don't tell me to celebrate shit.
right.
I don't even celebrate my own birthday.
No. When is your birthday?
Don't know. I don't celebrate
Because he
it.
was raised by wolves, just like Obi.
It's raised in Idaho. It's
I
just
don't
like
celebrate
it's just a
it.
phase of the moon. That's
Yeah.
all that matters.
It's like, Mom, is it my birthday? Then I go to the fields and get me some potatoes and
Yeah.
come back and
Like,
shut up.
okay, That was a good day. It's just a normal day. I don't
Did you get
celebrate
some
my own
elk?
birthday. I don't want to celebrate anyone else. Like, I just don't want to do it.
You just hate fun.
I don't want to celebrate.
You just.
I don't
What
like
do you
parties.
celebrate? Do you celebrate Christmas?
No, celebrate? Like, dude, what do you mean? Like, woo!
You know, it doesn't have to be a rave.
Celebrate?
But do you are like, I'm gonna have a holiday?
no, I don't.
No?
Celebrate.
Do you do Thanksgiving dinner?
like plan something?
yeah.
I've gone to Thanksgiving dinners. I didn't plan them or be like, they're nice.
So I just brought
I'm
this
not
up with
gonna
Kyle
Celebrate though.
the other
I'm not
day.
gonna
actually.
celebrate.
I was like, dude, how many times?
I'm not gonna.
How many times a year? Let me ask you, Matt.
Let's celebrate. I'm not gonna celebrate.
What about weddings? Did you go to weddings and
Hate
you're just like,
weddings? You guys know my
you would.
philosophy on weddings.
You just.
Well,
Fucking-
that's
I'm not
logical.
going to your
Weddings
fucking
are
I'm going to your
bullshit.
fucking wedding. That's my philosophy. Similar to parties.
Newland just hates fun.
I will go to your wedding if I'm in your wedding. That's
Well,
it.
everybody's technically in the wedding if you're in the chapel.
You know what I mean. You cock sucker. You know what I mean? What were you gonna ask me? You're gonna ask me something about celebrating. I don't celebrate, so if it has to do with celebrating, you know my answer.
No.
How often, besides the one time a year, how often do you have the Thanksgiving dinner? How often are you like, you know what I really want is stuffing, potatoes, squash, turkey, and the
We've
whole
talked
nine
about
yards?
this. Reed hates Thanksgiving dinner.
That is. I don't hate it. I'm
He
just like,
hates it.
why do you?
I don't do that ever.
Why do you have to do
make
the same fucking thing
Well, you don't
every
make it,
year?
but you-
One and two.
I'll eat it.
How many
You eat
times
it.
a year are you like, we should do the whole 9 yards and make a turkey and everything? It's like, no, like nobody just craves that. It's just like we do this
I do.
because we do it.
I love it.
It's a
I love
tradition.
Thanksgiving dinner. I think you're a commie
I think it's good.
and you
but,
hate
like,
freedom.
You're not. That has nothing to do with this.
That's so many things to do with it, bro.
You know what's freedom? Having fucking fried chicken in your underwear on Thanksgiving. That's
That's dope.
fucking freedom. Having fucking Chinese food on Christmas. That's fucking freedom. Not just waiting in line and going, I'm going to buy this VCR for my fucking uncle because Bob Hope told me to on
that's-
TV. Like, fuck all that.
Well, Black Friday is not the critical part of Thanksgiving. The critical part is eating turkey with friends. And love it.
I say, like, this
That
time
is
around, we should
critical.
all eat, like,
Critical.
hot wings and beer. That sounds like so much better.
I mean, you can do whatever you want, but there's the one day where you have this awesome dinner.
No! Sorry, I just really like up the
That was so
ante.
loud.
I'm sorry. It's
guess-
just like you're all ranting about freedom and being like, I'm an American.
Kyle
I believe in freedom, so
is
we're gonna have the
always
same thing
ranting
every
about
year.
freedom.
I'm
Right?
not enslaved. I'm not like
We should have ice cream and weed on Thanksgiving.
you can do that if you want.
Good.
Coming
I'm
from
gonna.
the guy who
Okay,
returns
well, I'd rather
Amazon,
have
he's
turkey because it's
enslaved.
tradition, and tradition is good.
Sounds like
Tradition
sounds like a
sucks.
George L.
I guess
Orwell novel.
my-
Sounds like 1984.
Big Brother says that I get my mandated turkey.
Says the
and-
guy who has a big flat screen TV. He's just like, I got fucking on fucking Black Friday. God damn it. Did you get it on Black Friday? Did
No.
you get it on Black Friday?
No, I worked at Best Buy. I got it for Black Friday any day of the year.
You like Black Friday though.
I'm not racist for one, like you. I call it African American Friday, and
Mhm.
I
call
like
it,
I
call it
like
Triple
I like
Deal Day personally.
I like savings.
Jesus Christ.
God damn it.
Do you
No.
like savings?
Fuck
Matt?
no.
What I
Do you
really
like
love-
do you like saving
what I
money and
really
getting
love
it right
is-
now?
Buying shit. I hate celebrating
I
shit.
love Cyber Monday on
You
Amazon.
love it.
That's
of course
what I
you
love.
do.
Because it's so easy.
Coming from, I'm not a slave. You're a slave.
Yeah, that's a
baby.
fucking holiday.
That's
I
right.
like I like stuff.
I'm a slave to deals. I guess my thing is my definition of celebrate, because I'll celebrate. I'll have like a couple shots of whiskey if something cool happens. You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
that's
yeah,
how you
let's
celebrate.
let's
All right,
fucking-
give us one.
a
What's,
salute.
what's something that
It's-
happens?
What is something
What's
that
important?
Matt Newland
Just-
celebrates?
It was just my roommate's birthday. Know what I did? Bought him a cheesecake and a bottle of Woodford Reserve whiskey.
Cheesecake? Would you give him a blowjob too?
I love it.
Cheesecake?
you put your
don't
dick
want
through the middle of it?
cheesecake?
I
You're the one
I love
talking.
cheesecake.
You're the one
God
shitting
damn
on
it.
tradition.
Matt,
and
tell me something about
celebration.
you. You're gay. That's like there's no.
Well, you're the one who shit all over celebrating.
I
and then
bought
you're
him a
like,
cheesecake
That's
because it's
not-
tradition.
It's not tradition.
it's just
I
the
like
thing he did.
cheesecake. I like whiskey. He likes cheesecake.
Whatever.
He likes whiskey. So I got cheesecake and whiskey.
Well, that's very
said,
sweet of you.
Happy birthday. And that's a celebration to me.
So you celebrate
Sure.
birthdays.
That's celebrate.
Why
that's-
can't you do
that's
that
a
on
I'm
Jesus'
not
birthday
gonna go
for Christmas?
online on Facebook and be like, good for everyone who's ever sucked a dick. That's amazing this month. Like, I'm not gonna do that. That's not how I celebrate.
No, that's fair.
I'll take a shot of whiskey for, Black Lives Matter. That's great. I'll do it. I'll take a shot. I'm not gonna
Is that
go on Instagram.
There's also like the most important like
and
notable
fucking
take
make
days off
all my
holidays are
followers
horseshit too.
have a good day.
There you
I
go.
can be like, everybody's gotta celebrate. No, I don't give a fuck if you celebrate or not.
it sounds like you're just very selective as to when you celebrate.
I think it's my definition of celebrate too.
Yeah. You celebrate on your own terms.
Yeah,
There you go. You're just a
and I'm
fucking
not gonna celebrate.
you're a renegade.
I'm not gonna celebrate because I'm told to celebrate either.
Unlike Kyle, who's brainwashed from Ohio, where he's just like Easter's important.
I like
eggs. It's fun.
I like eggs.
I can
Cadbury shit and ham.
I
Come
can
on,
paint
man.
them all kinds of pastel colors and hang them around the house.
And you'd be like, why? Kyle would be like, cause I'm fucking libertarian with freedom, goddammit. I'm gonna fucking
I'm
do
not a
Easter.
slave. Did you see that deal on
'Cause,
Amazon?
yeah,
That was
'cause no one can tell me what to do. You guys gonna do these eggs, or are you a fucking fascist?
I don't like them. I want to give them back, and I want my money back.
Speaking of which, though, I should mention because I haven't talked about it since.
Let's celebrate.
Let's celebrate my awesome accomplishment
I'll celebrate. Like a
Cool.
Let
Let me go get a beer.
No, you mentioned it. But no, I did
pork.
Porcfest, and I haven't talked about it because it hasn't been on there. Okay, well, all right, Reed. There's a beer. No, there isn't a beer right here for you.
You think there's something there? You think there's something? Because I've been toying. Like I don't celebrate shit. I think I can maybe make that a bit.
I mean, you can try. Yeah,
Maybe,
yeah,
of
yeah.
course, you can try anything. You fucking asshole. I can talk.
I was trying
I've
to.
been thinking about beds lately. You think I can make that a bit? You can try.
Yeah, you could do that.
I think because I don't like being told to celebrate.
I know that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you like being told to celebrate?
Yes.
You do?
No, I don't know.
Do you like it?
Oh,
Like,
it
do you
depends
see,
on
like,
what
a
we're
bunch
talking
of
about.
posts
I
on
feel like you're casting a wide net, but then
Okay.
you're also like, well, I do like some things, but you're also like, but fuck everything, but I
Yeah.
like some things.
Okay, it's gonna sound bigoted, but like a transgender day.
Oh, you're
you
so
know,
bigoted.
you know what I mean? Oh, it's
Obi
Obi.
Dub?
He doesn't like the transgender talk.
Yeah, Obi's in here like, who's talking about
He's
gays?
talking about transgenders. But to be like, happy trans day. Do this one for the trans people.
No, I don't do. I
It's
don't
like I'm not.
like traditional
Don't make
holidays. I
me-
do just because it's fun. It's a good excuse to hang out with friends.
Yeah,
and talk
and there's,
shit.
there was no trans people back then.
That's true. They had actual problems, and so they didn't have time to think about if they were transgender. They were busy starving.
Yeah, it's just
No
like we
one-
don't celebrate people we bury in the dirt.
Yeah, right.
This is off the rails. We're gonna have to cut all this
mean-
out. I don't celebrate
I'm
trans.
really a girl. It's just like, well,
This is so bad.
I support. You can do whatever you want, but
I'm just
like,
not gonna post about it on Facebook.
yeah, that's where I agree.
You know what I mean?
That's where I'm at. It's like
okay. We found.
we're on the
equal
same
ground.
point.
Yeah.
There we go. But I want to talk about Porcfest.
Porcfest.
Porcfest was cool.
Big fucking deal. I was super excited to hear that
Shout
Kyle
out
did
to all the
this.
cool people I met at Porcfest. That was the coolest thing I've fucking ever done in my
Kyle,
whole life.
what is Porcfest?
What is Porcfest, Kyle?
Let me tell you, Porcfest. I heard it was summed up. It's the libertarian Burning Man, basically. So it's a bunch of assholes in New Hampshire who are like, I hate rules, and then we all have a party for a week.
That
Nice.
does sound like a blast.
It's actually fucking awesome.
There's
Like,
one
there's-
rule, and that's you got to party, baby.
You got to party or else you're
Sounds a
fucking queer.
lot more fun than a bunch of Democrats getting together.
Oh, well, yeah.
Gross,
Or Republicans, for that matter.
for that matter.
Also sucks. But it was great. But we did, so friend of the show, Steamboat Comedy podcast guest previously 2 times, Robbie Bernstein, who I've been doing shows around with the country. We did a show at Porcfest with Legion of Skanks member Dave Smith. And there's a if you want to see, there's a picture on my Instagram. We did a show for about 700 people, which was
It looked like a lot.
insanity.
That's dope.
It was the coolest thing that's ever happened to me. It was so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just like, I mean, that many people. I was just like, I do my jokes. I'm like, voting's stupid, right? And they're just like, oh my god, and they're just like, it's like fishing with dynamite. Like I'm just like, oh, the government sucks, right? And they're like, yes, yes.
Kyle's up there like, who needs material? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Seriously, and it was an absolute riot. I can't wait to go back again next year and do it again. It was just an incredible experience.
I was talking to somebody at work about how proud I was to hear that you were going to Porcfest and opening for Dave Smith, who's a big deal to you and I. And,
Oh, yeah.
I was telling them, like, you know, if Kyle had the chance to open for, like, Kevin Hart or Dave Smith at this kind of a gathering, I'm sure he would have chosen this in a
Dude,
heartbeat.
I've
Because
been
of just
li-
the
yeah.
surrounding and how much you're dedicated and how much you live it, and just like you'd rather be in that environment more than anything being for a guy like Dave Smith because you're just that dedicated to the cause.
Dude, I mean, it was so surreal. So like I'd been listening to the podcast with Dave and Robbie since before I started doing comedy, and then 3 years later, I'm opening for both of them in front of 700 people.
Yeah, man.
Like it was wild. It was a
big.
wild
It's
experience.
dope as fuck. Bro.
I saw him do the fucking video. He was just like, ladies and gentlemen, the next president of the United States, Dave Smith. I was just like,
Yeah.
oh my fucking God, he's doing it.
Dude,
Like,
this is happening.
fucking Kyle, God damn it.
It was an incredible experience.
That's fucking sweet, dude.
Yeah, thanks, man. And I had such a great time. And I'm already talking with like the people organizing it, like coming back next year. Like I did so well there that like it was like after the show was over, it wasn't people were like great job. They were like, oh my god, Kyle, you did like you're not that funny in like a sarcastic way because it was like so obvious that I fucking like blew the fucking roof off.
Like you're terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're so terrible. Ha 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 ha. Like
Kyle,
fucking pats on
bad
the shoulder.
set, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, like that kind of thing. It was like, and like, even after the show, there's like a couple guys like talking to me. The one guy came to me. He's like, and it's because I like shaved my face and I look like I'm like younger than I am. They're like, one of these days you're gonna be opening, or these guys will be opening for you. And I was like, I'm the same age as Robbie. but thank you very much. It was cool. It was one of the best experiences I've ever had in my fucking entire life. It was a blast. And they're already talking, like, the people organizing it were like, next year, like, come back and we'll have, like, a whole other, like, comedy thing set up and, like, have more shows going on and you can, like, MC all of it and shit like that. And I was like, hell yeah. So if you guys want to come out, maybe we can make that happen.
Yeah, I'll come out.
I'll bring the entourage. Yeah, for
100%.
sure.
We can all
Come
celebrate me coming out.
It's gonna be let's celebrate it. Let's celebrate it now. Let's just celebrate.
Celebrate.
What a
That's
celebration.
celebrate.
That's
I'll do that. I celebrate.
Matt
like
would
that
celebrate that. There we go. We'll put that on the list.
to celebrate. I'm not gonna go home and write a fucking blog about it. I'm just not gonna.
You're just gonna go on my podcast.
I love podcasting. This is fun.
yeah.
It's wonderful.
We gotta like make this actually set and do it like once a week or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should do it. We should do it every
Thursday.
we could do it every Thursday.
It would be.
We got volleyball for 2 more weeks, which we did after this, or we had a game earlier. But after volleyball's over, for sure, we can like mark it on the calendar every
Yeah.
Thursday.
And everybody's on
this.
the same schedule in this house too. For those listeners who don't realize, a majority of this house works for the same dispensary, except Kyle, because he's a nerd and a narc. So all of us like get out on Thursdays, and it's just like it's absolutely like a fucking neighborhood miracle. It's ridiculous.
It's cool, man.
Neighborhood miracle.
It's a neighborhood miracle. Your friendly neighborhood miracle.
Yeah, the dispensary is literally just like funding this block. 5 of 6 people in this
Bro,
household have the same
Billow
schedule.
employs half the fucking population
Town
of
in this
Steamboat.
place.
Yeah.
It's Billow and the Mountain, and everyone else is like, "What are you
Yeah.
doing?"
What are you doing with your life?
Everyone
What are
else
you
has a
doing?
side
And
job
Matt's like, we're
downtown.
gonna UPS contemplating suicide.
Yeah. No, I like my job. I just hate Amazon.
Unfortunately, that's 2/3 of your job.
It's a lot of it. It's a lot.
Hey, dude, I used to do the same thing up on the mountain, just not at the volume that you did, but I did retail warehouse shipping and receiving and shit. So
Yeah.
I can see how the turn and burn of it makes the time fly and shit.
Oh,
and,
no, it's fine. It's funny to bitch about, which is why I bitch about it.
Right,
It's,
yeah.
It's not like I'm sitting there just like, God, fuck, you brought a fucking Amazon package in here, you cunt. It's like I'm not doing that at work.
You're sitting there just like this.
You're just
But
in the
just
back of your mind. You're like, "Fuck you."
Losing my fucking mind. It's like, that's fucking, okay, you're
Yeah.
good. You're done.
Cool.
You're
Yeah.
out.
Give me your package.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. See
There we
ya.
go. That's
I think
it.
all of us benefit from our jobs when it comes to our comedy. I mean, Kyle has material that he's come up with from his job at Catamount and from Ragnar's, and my job in general, being the weed industry, I just have a lot of fucking time to myself or to be
Yeah.
around other people doing the same kind of thing.
And dumb
So-
stone people. Oh my God, your bit about Dan being too high to do percentages signs is it's so funny.
Wow,
good
way to
bit.
give away my material on air, Kyle.
I didn't give
It's
out.
like we were just talking about that.
I
or
gave it
something.
the bare minimum.
No, forget it. I got to start over.
Yep,
gotta
scrap
scrap
it.
it. Scrap
That's
it.
when, you know when he's like, "Oh, I'm so high, I don't know how to do it," and you're like, "Oh, but good
Oh
buddy
my God,
Dan,
how
it's
high
over
are
there."
you?
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm so high. And you're like,
No,
you're
not
really high.
honestly, not just for like inspiration, but especially back when I was a trimmer, like getting feedback for hours and going over material is just a way to make the time fly with a group of people.
Yeah.
That like I'll come in like on a Monday and I'll have like my manager be like, "So have you come up with anything new?" And you'll want to like hear me hash
Yeah.
it out with him and shit because it's a way to time to fly, make the time fly while you're big leafing plants and shit. And
Big
like,
leafing.
it's beneficial more than people think. I think the first person that actually pointed out was Spencer. He asked me because I told him like, "Oh, I got a job at Golden Leaf." He's like, "Nice. So do you ever like hash out or just try to write during work. I'm like, actually, yeah, like all
Oh,
the
yeah.
time. He's like, I figured you would. Like that's all I tried to do, and like it's really beneficial.
Oh, for sure, dude. Yeah. That's why I got the phone with the pen on it because I'll just be like, and I'll just like write down a note real quick.
Yeah.
It's so helpful.
Are you a digital or on paper guy, Matt?
Thoughts on phone and then write it. So that's
same here.
Just so
I
I
put
don't
down a
have a
note
pen
on
and
the
paper.
phone, and then later I'm like, let me see if I
Yeah.
can put this on paper.
I mean, if I had a
for
pen and paper all the time, I would just be pen and paper.
Same
just,
here.
I feel like I gotta fucking write it. But yeah, something's funny. Okay, 2 sentences on the phone.
And then later you're like, wait, what was that?
And then
Oh, yeah.
30 minutes before the mic, I'll be like, fuck, all right, what do I got?
Yeah,
dude?
all right, well, yeah, that's me.
Yeah, 100% every fucking
That's me.
time.
I think half of my set on Tuesday was like, all right, fuck. All right.
Yeah.
I'm 100% pen and paper, even all through college when I
Yeah.
did all the writing too. Like everything, like 90% of it was all pen and paper, and like the typing of it was like, this is the form I have to hand it in to my professor.
Mhm.
Other than that, it's all it's all handwritten.
Yeah.
It has to be. It's real.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I still think
I've
it's
tried
best
to
way.
write on a laptop before. Not a fucking.
This-
It's not the
chance,
same.
dude.
This is what we
Yeah.
brought up with Jared. Shout out to Jared Morrill. We brought this up to him
and
saying
Jared Fogle.
Yes.
Shout out to Jared Fogle.
Shout out to McLovin.
This is the most anti.
we don't. Matt doesn't speak.
anti-PC
Matt doesn't speak for this
podcast
podcast.
I've
We are
ever
not doing
done.
shout outs to Matt to Jared Fogle.
Shout out to. I'll celebrate that guy.
Oh God damn it!
It's a
Shot.
comedy podcast.
Yes.
We're doing comedy
Whiskey
here.
shots for Jared
All
Fogle.
right, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But
Anyway,
seriously,
shout out to
we
Jared.
gotta get Jared Fogle on the podcast.
Yeah.
We'll get him
We'll
out
get
of
him
here.
on
Sure,
here.
later.
But we told this to Jared, and we encouraged him to not write on everything like paragraph by paragraph on his phone and give it a shot on paper. And he rehearsed for a week on paper and like
It's so
performed
much
really
better.
well.
Yeah, so much better because it's a slower process, so it forces you to sit with your thoughts a little bit
Yeah.
more. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Very
It's
much
so much better.
We need a marker board for the living room, so we can just have like story
like, just throw
idea
shit up
webs
there?
and shit.
And you can just sniff the markers too.
You can just
That-
absolutely
Just
mean, that's-
like on your way out the door.
just be like, all right, ready to start the day. It's just right next to the coffee. You take a shot of fucking coffee.
Why
yeah,
is that so
Woo!
funny? Sniffing markers.
Yeah, Matt,
Sniffing markers is very funny.
Matt,
to me.
Matt, you
it's just like the poorest way to get high.
It's so funny though.
It's like even worse than like Duster.
Matt can quit UPS anytime he wanted, couldn't he?
You can stop anytime I want, man.
I can do it whenever I want.
There's not
I'm
markers
not
in
a
the back room.
Slave.
I'm not. I don't celebrate.
I don't celebrate. I don't. Not by the lane man's terms. I don't
Yeah.
celebrate.
Your conventional
His
terms.
celebrations. I don't put a pointy fucking hat on.
Do you guys sit
Blow
around?
a fucking thing. Woo!
Put a
Do you guys-
pointy
I
hat
haven't
on.
fucking celebrated New Year's in who God knows how fucking long.
Are you one of those
dude.
guys who just goes to sleep at like 10 on New Year's?
Yeah, like the last couple of years. for
Really?
sure.
Dude,
It's
fuck
like
New Year's.
New Year's
man.
is so fun.
No,
Why do
You
I'm
guys
kinda-
hate tradition so much.
I'm kind of with Matt on this one. New
You
Year's
guys
is
are
incredibly
fucking
overrated.
lame.
Like,
I'm
like,
because
don't
we've
let-
already done Christmas.
I gotta let the calendar
like,
tell
I'm
me to when to
gotta
fucking
celebrate
restart.
more.
Like, go fuck yourself. Like,
I'll
I'll restart
celebrate-
when I want to restart.
Yeah, dude.
What it comes down to is that I'm just more of an alcoholic than both of you.
Yeah, I love it. Don't you guys love drinking and celebrating?
It's Arbor Day, dude. Let's
Yeah.
get drunk.
Yeah. Let's plant trees and shit our pants, dude.
Oh my fucking god! It's Labor Day, dude. You know
Yeah.
what that means?
Yeah, you know what that means?
Car bombs.
Car bomb. Every holiday is just car bombs. It's Thanksgiving car bombs.
Oh yeah, no. We really care about the tradition behind St. Patrick's Day and Steamboat.
Yes.
We're here to think about the people that suffered during something.
About St. Patrick.
No,
you don't even know.
no clue what St. Patrick's Day is about. No
It's
idea.
about alcoholism, and
No
that's all
It's
that
just
matters.
like, oh, in
Clue.
Chicago, we make the river green. You know,
Like, oh,
and we killed
Oh,
10,000
Chicago.
fish.
so we can get drunk. Yeah. Big fucking parade on
Oh,
the
God.
day off.
When I went to
in
Ireland,
Chicago, we make the river green, bud.
God
that
damn
river's
it.
green there, guy.
Is that
so stupid, bro.
it's a fucking they just do it for no fucking reason, you know.
No, they do it for one reason, because they're a bunch of drunk assholes.
Yeah, because they're a bunch of fucking fibs. They got nothing else better to do.
Ah, fibs. Bastards.
Fucking bad guys.
Fucking
I'm
Illinois
sorry. I'm
bastards.
sorry. Kyle and I have animosity towards Chicago.
Yeah, we
Sorry.
do. I hate them.
Chicago, the big windy city.
Chicago.
Chicago's more Chicago than Chicago, don't you know?
Da Bears, da Bears, da Bears, da Bears. All right,
Should we do a local review real quick? What do you got think of Carl's Tavern?
nah, thumbs down.
This is our locals review. Carl's Tavern.
Should we just
Yeah.
pick a random thing? Okay, so Carl's Tavern. The wings are okay.
Where's Carl's?
You know where it is.
7th Street. It's on the corner. It's pretty hopping.
it's
Like
on- on
Oh,
Yampa.
I've never been.
us talking about
never
it
been?
is not
Never
going to
been to
hurt their
Carl's.
business.
That's good. It's good, not great.
They have more turnover in this town than I got no
So many
metaphor,
restaurants
but
in this town have so much turnover because everyone hates all of them.
so
All right,
much
I'm
turnover.
gonna throw one out there.
'Kay.
O'Neill's. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it.
bougie.
There's a
Okay.
lady I know who likes it a lot, and I constantly try to convince her that it's not actually good. And
Is
that's
that lady sitting in this room?
the live studio audience. It's not good. It's
They just have food late. Like the only spot that
My
has food late.
my 4 tater skins were mediocre and not worth $14.
Piping hot too. At least the ones I got were so fucking. I was like, how'd you make
And it's
these
always
that
abnormally
because they
busy.
microwave the shit out of them.
hot?
That's
So
all.
hot. I was
It's
like,
like
this is the hottest potato.
It's like
skin.
Sun Pies just up the street in Irish. Like
ever
it's just really busy all the time.
O'Neill's not fucking bad though. I like the outside seating. They got UFC.
That's true. Those things are true.
Not fucking
All day.
bad. Everyone's fucking there though. All day. Check it out.
UFC O'Neill's all day.
Conor McGregor broke the shit. I was like, you guys watch UFC?
I did. I saw the Conor O'Neill leg break. It's
Yeah,
gross.
It's pretty gnarly.
Oh,
dude.
so I've heard rumors, but I'm not caught up on it because I'm not into.
So
all
so
that
basically,
shit.
the story is like he had the fight.
Conor McGregor did not win the fight.
No, he
No,
lost pretty badly.
Well, he
What
didn't-
round?
End of the first,
Was it
took
the
a-
first round?
No,
End of the
no, it
first-
was not.
End of the first, he took a bad step after throwing a left hand
Uh-huh.
on his back foot and just broke his tibia.
Well, like the other dude fighting him was like, I kicked him in the leg, and he's like, I think I cracked it then. And then Conor literally was just like taking a step back from a punch, and when he planted on his on his back leg, it snapped in half, and he fell over.
So like, I mean, the other dude, Dustin Poirier, was beating him up like at the end,
He was
end
beating
of the
him up.
first, but the beginning of the first, Conor had like some good leg kicks, a couple good strikes. Everyone's like, oh, I wish I could have seen the second round, but fact of the matter is Conor stepped badly. Took a step,
I mean, all
bad.
and it wasn't even bad. It was just back. He just took a step backwards to like plant,
just wrong.
and his leg snapped in half, like right above the ankle, probably about like 6 inches above the ankle, just snapped in half.
And that just did it.
And that was well. Then he
There's like
was
10
defending
seconds
himself,
left,
and then
yeah.
they like, I think did the round actually end?
10 seconds left, he defended himself, round ended, and then there was a doctor stoppage. And Conor is such a fucking savage.
Yeah,
I like
he's-
Conor McGregor.
He's like, get the fuck away from
Well,
me!
he was
I'm
like,
fighting.
he's like, it was a doctor stoppage. It was a doctor
just
stoppage.
sitting there with his
Like,
leg broke, worried because it's a doctor stoppage is different than a technical
actual,
stoppage,
like,
than
yeah.
an actual like referee stoppage.
Right.
Like it's better for the record or whatever. So he's like so in it, legs broke right there. He's like, that's a doctor stoppage.
Which they called it a TKO, and he lost. But he was like shouting like I didn't actually lose, like my leg snapped in half, and that's why it's a doctor stoppage. I don't know actually how they ruled it.
I think it's doctor stoppage.
I think
it had to have been.
in the moment they called it a TKO.
His leg was so fucked up.
It was
That
gross.
That's the gnarliest
was
shit
it
about
was like
UFC.
Aaron's in college?
Yes.
Oh,
I mean, especially when they slow it down as much as they fucking slowed it
It
down.
was
You
gross.
can't miss it, bro.
It was great. Like in the moment, it happened so quick because he stepped back and was like and then like fell down. But you watch the replay, you see his leg snap in half, and then he's like and then falls down and
Yeah.
like goes in defense.
You know, it's
It was gross.
amazing when that just like random shit can happen, especially for a guy like Conor McGregor,
That-
who's a professional.
But also, let me
athlete.
stop
Yeah.
you. We
It
need to
literally
stop
does just,
promoting
like,
the
happen.
UFC because it's on the same nights we have fucking comedy every goddamn
That's
month.
true. I
So
love
don't
it so
ever
much. I
UFC.
hustled home after the Saturday show just so I could watch Conor McGregor break his fucking leg. I did. I was like,
Was
I
it
gotta
on
go.
after that?
Yeah, I made it home at the start of the fucking fight.
Did you really?
Yeah, it was fucking.
What are you
I
gonna
love the
do when
UFC.
James Cameron releases a fucking movie on the same night that we're doing comedy?
We're gonna
Kyle?
still
What are you
tell
gonna do?
jokes.
What are you gonna do?
We're gonna power through.
Fucking
So
figure
what
it
do you
out.
what do you guys
Fucking figure it out, dude.
what do you think of O'Neill's? That's what we're talking about. What do you think of O'Neill's? Conor McGregor fucking broke his leg.
Like I said, I've been to.
That's what we go to.
I've
That's
been
what we
to
go to.
Irish, bro.
I've been to O'Neill's.
The only good thing
twice.
about O'Neill's is that Conor McGregor broke his leg.
2
That's
times.
it.
It's okay.
I've been to O'Neill's twice, and it's all right.
Yeah.
I
those are good.
I try to find a good Irish bar in any town that I go to.
Well, we only have
'Cause I
two, and they're
enjoy
both
them.
me.
And they both the other ones I don't call
McKnight's.
a bar. McKnight's is not
That's where I
a
did
bar.
my
McKnight's
first
used to be
open
cool.
mic.
Just
in
like
town.
Chuck
Shout out
E.
to
Cheese is not a
McKnight's.
restaurant.
Some dude was watching porn on his phone during the open mic. I swear to God.
His name was Drew.
Probably Drew.
Hey.
It might have been, bro.
Hey.
Yeah, McKnight's sucks. But it's funny because that's where Andy and I decided to get married, and we haven't been back since.
No,
Um,
we've been back since because we went there after we watched the last shitty Star Wars
Yeah, oh my
movie.
God, holy shit. We saw Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, so bad.
You, me, Derek, and Andy, and we went and fucking just ranted and got mad and drank whiskey at McKnight's.
Yeah, it was
because it
terrible.
happened to be just next door. That's the only reason we went.
That's the only thing it's got going for it. It's just next to the movie theater, and you can go rant about shitty movies.
That's all they got going for them. Other than that, you're not like leaving downtown or leaving the mountain going, you know where I want to go?
I don't way out of
You
my
know where I want to
way.
go? I want to go to the mini mall on the side of the highway in Steamboat. And I want to go get some fucking Thai nachos some Thai corned beef nachos because I hate myself. And go
Thai
fucking-
corned beef nachos.
and go
That
fucking
is a
spend
thing.
$6 on a Guinness because I'm at McKnight's.
It was
Fuck
cool when they still had
McKnight's.
pool tables and ping pong tables upstairs, and then they made that a yoga studio.
It's
'cause
my
they're
yoga studio,
sellouts.
baby. I love that fucking yoga studio.
Fuck you.
Shout out here yoga.
God damn it.
It's the best.
He has to go to a studio for yoga. He can't just do it in the living room.
Can't. It's hot yoga. Can't do hot yoga.
You do hot yoga?
Oh yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Swear to
Matt.
God.
You know you
Newland's a
don't.
low key fucking health freak. This guy.
Yeah. I have my degrees in health and exercise science.
It's weird
I have
because
a
he looks
college-
like
I
shit.
did not know
I have a
that.
college degree too. You didn't know that either.
Well, hey
no
now.
one
Hey.
knew that.
I figured you had a college degree, and if not, maybe you did or did not. I figured you were a smart guy. Figured you had a college degree, but not in health
lot of
and
people think
fitness
that, though.
science.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
A lot of people
I
think
I
I'm
thought
smart.
you like when you told me you did a
Pegged me for a
marathon. I was
college
just like,
degree.
what?
Yeah, dude. Hella hot yoga too. Gotta do it. If I didn't, I would be a fucking, not to be like namaste, but I'd be a fucking psycho.
What if I
I
told
would not be like nice.
Not to be
at
namaste.
Yeah.
What if I told you I ran cross country in high school?
I'd be like, you
You'd be like, why are you so fat?
yeah. You'd be like, you really let yourself go.
Right?
Really,
You did,
really
though?
slipped
That's
on
lit.
that one.
Yeah.
Get back into it.
I came back
fuckface.
from my nose course when I was 17, and then to keep the weight off and stay in shape, I ran cross country for a year.
That's good. That's good for you.
Mhm.
Running, not to get David Goggins on you, but you gotta fucking beat the
David
shit out of
Goggins,
yourself.
Oh, I
sometimes,
fucking
dude.
hate running. though.
I hate running
it
so much.
Why you have to
I'd
do
much
it.
rather I will do anything else
That's
to get
like-
a sweat by running.
That's like that's why you have to do it. It's because you hate it so much. That's like the mindset you have to have.
Fuck you, man.
Yeah, I know it's fucked up. It's bullshit.
I
And
want
you
to do
can't argue
enjoyable
it.
exercise.
No,
like
I get it, but also not for me.
Since I run though, like I hate people like Kyle who just like go to the gym and lift weights. Like I'm like, you're a fucking asshole.
Well, Kyle's also like fucking 4 feet tall, so
Yeah.
all he has to do is just lift a few toothpicks, and he lost like 9,000 calories. Where like I feel
True.
accomplished after a hike, and like I
Yeah.
still haven't lost the fucking steak I had in 2001. Like,
It's still in your lower intestines, just
yeah,
marinating.
it's down there. It's down there. It's waiting for a good whiskey drunk night to release.
Yeah. Just to
Lo
sweat
knows what
out.
I'm talking about. You drink. You were telling me the other night, Lo, that you drink.
You
a
mean
lot of-
live studio audience?
Sorry, live
Live
studio
studio
audience was
audience.
telling me that she drinks a lot of whiskey to release all of her beef from her body.
That's fucked up.
Do you want to comment
Release
on
the
that?
beef? That's just graphic.
She said absolutely not. That's debatable, but
Release the beef, dude.
Release
It's a good
the
album
beef.
name.
that's all
That's
whiskey's
good.
good for. Get
That's-
that beef
that's-
out of you.
Is that Meatloaf's first album? Was it Release the
Release
Beef?
the beef. That's the title of this episode, though. That's for sure.
Release the beef.
Yeah.
Heard.
On that note, we should probably wrap up.
Let's
We've
wrap
been
it up.
doing
Yeah,
this
we've
for
been
an hour.
at it for
Holy
like
shit!
fucking 9
I gotta go
hours.
to bed. Jesus
Oh
Christ.
boy. Thank you guys so much for listening. This was a blasty blast. So glad
I
to get
miss
back in the
doing this,
studio.
Kyle
I know.
Ruff.
We do need to actually get back on the schedule for our loyal listeners. So that'll be coming soon. And for those listening in the area, keep checking out SteamboatComedy.com and our Facebook, Instagram has all the dates coming up. We got some cool shit coming up. Did I even say it? That we just got another show at Schmiggity's in September with Adam, Kate, and Holland.
Oh, yeah.
Of the Growlix and the Those Who Can't television show fame. Very funny guy. I got to see him in person, and he's very, very funny. Awesome dude. Very excited to have him back. So that'll be September 10th and 11th. Never forget.
Matt Newland is single and has a baby seal of a penis.
Is that a big penis?
We're just throwing that.
Don't say
That's
baby.
a good thing. What
Yeah.
do you mean?
Don't say
What do you
baby.
Do you mean like his dick is the entire seal?
Yeah,
What does
just
that
a
mean?
seal.
Have you seen a seal when it's born?
Yeah.
It's bigger than most men's penises, so you're welcome.
Okay, that's
So you
cool.
mean his dick
I'm
is
just
the
saying,
whole
and
seal?
I appreciate the shout out and you trying to get me laid. That's great, dude. I'll just jerk off. It's fine. It's no big deal. But when you're describing another man's dick, unless you want to say it's
Don't
small,
use
don't
baby.
say baby.
That's nothing to celebrate.
yeah.
Because
I'm not
that's nothing to
celebrating
say. You're not going to celebrate that,
I'm not
Matt?
gonna fucking.
That's not gonna celebrate that.
I'm not gonna celebrate. I'm just not going.
We
to.
gotta find Matt Newland's baby seal dick day, and that's a holiday we'll all celebrate.
Never hear me say, "Hey, let's go celebrate."
Blank.
Let's celebrate.
It's gonna be we're gonna have a Matt Newland day, and we're all gonna celebrate it, and he's not gonna be there.
here.
hate
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
We're
I
going to
would-
send him a video and be like, you guys are assholes. What a waste of time.
Yeah, you guys are fucking a bunch of conformists.
Truthfully, hate that. Let's celebrate
All right.
All
All
right.
right. Thank you guys so much for listening. We'll
Check
see you
it
next
out.
time.
at night.
Love you,
Check it
Steamboat.
out.
All day.
All day, and check it out at night.
All night. Check it out.
Check it out.
Rain or shine, it's here to make you laugh. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast.